When are we going to see you on a cover of NBA 2K?
By 2K27.
Okay, I like that.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to go get my team card? Let's see how it turned out. Let's go.
For those of you who joined us for our inaugural 2K TV Tuesday event, thank you for helping us make it a huge success. We were there competing and checking out all the action, and you all rocked it. But there was one that stood out above the rest. The 2K TV Tuesday MVP goes to XX Dowski, who won 98 games during our event. Congratulations. Keep it up, and we'll see you for more event action.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, 2 years after their first title, the Raptors last season missed the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Fred VanVleet said people are overlooking us again, which is not a bad place to be in. Kevin, this front office finds diamonds in the rough, so it's only a matter of time before they're back in the mix.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. And it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. Look at Toronto. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And check it out, Indiana. They have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. T.J. McConnell is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Claxton in at power forward. And for the Raptors, guard spots filled by VanVleet and Trent. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And both teams tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
Three-pointer, LeVert drains the three-pointer. LeVert's got the first basket of the game for Indiana.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
Bucket is good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And along with production, this team really thrives on VanVleet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
The Pacers making a switch here. From beyond the arc and then some.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Outside Bryant. Some nice pass. Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
they've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Despite being a first-team All-American in college, Malcolm Brogdon-Clark was a second-round pick in 2016.
Yeah, NBA teams found out quickly that they had slept on this guy. He won Rookie of the Year, the first winner drafted in the second round since 1965.
Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
That'll be a 5-second call. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
Got Ken Birch. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Timeout called the Pacers.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor. Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Let
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Pacers substitution. Miles Turner.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 6-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
A t-shirt. Toronto with the timeout.
Start it.
Who wants a t-shirt? Pacers substitution.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
We do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, we're going to get beat.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by...